Today's episode brought to you by cookies. They taste really good. And by shoes. They look good and they protect your feet. If your feet are all battered, get a pair of shoes because they do the work for you.
In these difficult times, America needs a leader they can count on. And that leader is Pope Bob Iger. A Pope Bob Iger presidency means lower taxes, better schools, and Disney Plus for all Americans. He's already in the Vatican. Now, put him in the White House.
Hello, I am Pope Bob Iger. Not only do I want to be Pope, but I want to be your president. Vote for me or the Twitterati will cancel you and everyone you know.
When you cast your vote, vote for the one man who will make America the happiest place on earth. Pope Bob Iger.
I have Baby Yoda's vote. What about yours? I am Pope Bob Iger, and I am approving of this message.
Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Good morning, everybody. I'm Sun Morning, WNBC. Domino's the Biscuits, everybody. I'm Sun Morning, WNBC. How's it going out there? It is time for the holiday season again. Happy Christmas, happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa, happy New Year, whatever you're celebrating. Have a good one. Peace and love and safety and good health to everybody out there. And of course, death to the evil emu empire. That is true. I'm telling you, they've laid low all these years. Now they're planning something big. The emus are they're planning something really big. And in 2022, they're going to reveal themselves. They will tip their hand or feathers. Now, before we start, I just want to say that this is the holiday season. And being the holiday season, there's certain traditions people have, whether it's a specific meal they have at around Christmas time or Hanukkah or the Kwanzaa season or New Year's or whatever. I come from a big Italian family. We typically do the dinner of the seven fishes. And right on time, my Christmas hot dog has arrived, or bratwurst.
I gave you a wiener.
A wiener, like this is. Typically at the big Italian, we do the dinner of the seven fishes, and we do typically we do spaghetti with garlic. It's called spaghetti Lia Louis, spaghetti oil garlic, and you put capers in it and you put those stuff. It's really good. But there's also another tradition that is shared by many people. As many of you know, I am from the New York area. I'm from the New York area. No, she didn't. There's no mistletoe, unfortunately. The mistletoe is actually hanging around my belt buckle. That's where it is. So I have to be careful in case I wander into I gotta take it off when I'm in the gym. That could be problematic. So, but I'm from the New York area. And there's a tradition we have and had, and it still continues to this day. It disappeared for a while. But in New York in 1966, a man by the name of Fred Thrower was manager of a station called WPIX. still broadcasting to this day. And every Christmas Eve, he wanted to make New Yorkers who lived in tiny apartments feel as if they were gathered around a warm, crackling fire. And he started what is called the WPIX Yule log. And I'm just going to treat you people to a step. Now, I can't play the audio because that'll get copyright struck. But I'm going to just show you typically what the Yule log is for those who are unfamiliar. Imagine chasing moose and squirrel there, Tianan. Again, for those who are unfamiliar with or not from the New York area, it started in 1966. They filmed the fire at Gracie Mansion, which is the home of the mayor of New York City. And at the time, it was Mayor John Lindsay and his family. And Mayor Lindsay was like the Kennedys. I mean, young, vibrant family, embodied the spirit of New York. So I'm going to share with you just a little bit of this Yule log here for those. And again, I can't play the audio because it has Christmas music, and we don't want to get struck for that. But I'm going to share just a few seconds of the Yule log. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the hallowed Yule log. They were played for about 2 or 3 hours on Christmas Eve. And that's what it really is. Burning fire, the Yule log. Majestic, isn't it? We'll check back in with the Yule log in a little while. But that was their Christmas card to New Yorkers. People say, what's the big deal? But it's a part of the tradition, part of the fabric of the city, that you have the Yule log. And you gather around the TV for 3 solid hours of Yule logging. Rockettes had to cancel the remainder of their holiday shows Friday. Oh, that is disappointing. The Brooklyn Nets have to cancel their game tonight, too, for health protocols. We're not out of the woods yet, people. But hopefully we can all find some joy this year in the health of ourselves and others. But speaking of joy this year, something that's bringing a lot of people joy is the new Spider-Man movie. Now, unfortunately, I went to go see it last night. And it actually scored big at the box office. Spider-Man, No Way Home, debuts. Now, why is it called debut if it's actually debuts? Just stop testing and it'll go away. Well, wish it was that easy. Spider-Man No Way Home debuts to jaw-dropping $253 million. Think this is going to put the rest of the whole thing, oh, Marvel fatigue, man. It's Marvel fatigue. People getting tired of these superhero movies. Apparently not. Because you give some people something halfway decent, they'll go. Don't underestimate Peter Parker. That's a takeaway this weekend after Sony's comic book adventure, Spider-Man No Way Home crushed the box office expectations, generating a mammoth $253 million from 4,336 theaters in North America. Mike mentions what's making the well, let's not go there. I mean, that's for another stream. It was easily the best domestic opening of the weekend turnout of any movie in the pandemic times. Prior to this weekend, no other COVID-era film had been able to cross even $100 million in a single weekend. The biggest domestic debut had belonged to another Sony comic book sequel, Venom: Let There Be Carnage, which generated $90 million to start. Final chapter in the Tom Holland-led trilogy had initially been expected to gross $130 million to $150 million over the weekend, but it quickly squashed those estimates. On its first day alone, the film collected $121 million. Spider-Man No Way Home had a particularly huge Friday because diehard Marvel fans wanted to be among the first to watch the movie and avoid spoilers online. After only 3 days in cinemas, it's already the highest grossing film of the year. And last, overseas, the latest Spidey outing has collected $334.2 million from 60 international markets for a global tally with $587.2 million. It ranks as the third biggest worldwide opening ever behind Avengers Endgame, $1.2 billion. And Avengers Infinity War, $640 million. Those receipts have Sony, which distributed 2020, which distributed the 27th entry in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, already popping champagne. This weekend's historic Spider-Man No Way Home results from all over the world, and in the face of many challenges, reaffirm the unmatched cultural impact that exclusive theatrical films can have when they... Oh, it's Tom Rothman. That exclusive theatrical films can have when they are made and marketed with a vision and resolve, says Tom Rothman, Sony Pictures Motion Picture Group Chairman and CEO. Holland's Spider-Man web-slinging adventure, which teases a tantalizing team-up of superheroes and villains from Peter Parker's past, isn't just smashing cover-year box office records. The film is experiencing the kind of demand that hasn't been witnessed in theaters since Disney's every hero but the kitchen sink mashup, Avengers Endgame, which collected a historic $357 million in its 2018 debut. No Way Home. Endgame was 2019, dumbass. No Way Home isn't quite reaching those basically unattainable. Why can't I say that? I can't do words. Why can't I do words? Unattainable levels. But the movie has been a formidable force, zooming past opening weekend ticket sales for box office behemoths like 2015 Star Wars The Force Awakens, $247 million, Star Wars The Worst Jedi, $220 million. It stands only behind Avengers Endgame and 2017's Avengers Infinity War. $257 million, third best opening weekend in history. Counting No Way Home, only 8 films have ever crossed the 200 million ticket sales in a single weekend. Hey, Keely Chow's in the chat. Despite a lot of countries doing the lockdown. So, yeah. Exactly. Sandra Hammerslag. Is Tom Rothman related to Kathy? They sound about the same. Yeah, Tom Rothman. Let me tell you. I picture Tom Rothman as a guy who's overwhelmed by his position. And it sounds almost like Woody Allen, very nebbishy Woody Allen kind of, hello, I'm Tom Rothman. I don't understand why the Spider-Mans are doing so well. These comic book things just won't go away. Why can't we make nice movies anymore? You know, like that On Golden Pond. That was a nice movie. That Henry Fonda was such a nice old man. The incredible opening and timely reminder of what big screen still means to mainstream moviegoers, says David A. Gross, who runs a movie consulting firm, Franchise Entertainment Research. That guy's stealing his paycheck. Most big series struggle to maintain their success in this late in their run. Spider-Man is exploding. Holland is the third actor to portray Marvel's friendly neighborhood Spider-Man after Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. John Watts, who oversaw the 2 other Holland-led movies, returned to direct. The cast includes Zendaya as MJ, Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, and Marissa Tomei as the Hot Aunt May, as well as Alfred Molina, Doc Ock, Willem Dafoe, Green Goblin, Jamie Foxx, Electro, and Thomas Hayden Church as Sandman. And Reese Ifans as the Lizard. As a superhero crossover event for the ages, No Way Home sold more tickets on Friday than 2017's Homecoming, $117 million debut, and 2019's Far From Home, $92 million debut. Did in their respective opening weekends. No Way Home newly supplants Maguire's 2003 adventure Spider-Man 3. No, that was later, 2003. It wasn't Spider-Man 3. Hey, who wrote this? Rebecca Rubin. Hey, Rebecca Rubin. Do a little fact checking, okay? Spider-Man 3 was in 2007. Spider-Man 2 was in 2004. Okay? So do some fact checking there, Toots. Really? Why is it that I could do her job better than she can? Because I'm a man? That's right. Yeah, we're gonna try some stuff on that we got at Rocket Fizz later, and we're gonna be doing cookies. Yay, cookies! What? Oh, we got a little teaser. We saw this at Walmart.
Turn the camera.
Yeah, we saw this at Walmart. Okay, so we're gonna be doing this. Okay, this is a kit for a gingerbread house. Now, I'm not sure what you do with a gingerbread house. Are you supposed to eat it when you're done with it, or are you supposed to leave it there and just kind of let it just fall apart?
I don't know.
But we're gonna be doing this. I'm not gonna make. I'm gonna make it's not gonna be a gingerbread house. It's gonna have my own twist. It's gonna be a gingerbread crack house. Okay. It's gonna be filled with crack whores, dealers outside. Okay, we're gonna have a little more fun with this. So the gingerbread crack house is coming soon. Coming soon. So anyway, let me go back to this. So I'm gonna stop the camera. What? Oh yeah, we also have something else. I found this in the freebie. Found this in the Walmart parking lot. Check it out. It's the Eternals
That's Jon
toy.
Snow.
It's the Jon Snow toy, whatever it is. And check out what he does.
He has the power. He has
a
all
lever
the
on the back of his head. He has a lever on the back of his head. And check out what you press the lever. Look
he
what
has
he
the
does.
power to raise his hands.
Oh yes. So check him out. See with this kind of promotion, it's a mystery why Eternals wasn't a bigger hit. It really wasn't. So anyway. So yes. So actually we did buy some peanuts for the squirrels, unsalted peanuts. So son of a bitch, I stopped sharing that thing. So okay. So anyway, we need a song for the gingerbread crack house. We do indeed. Yeah. Actually, there's some uptight guy from the UK. He has a problem with that, but screw him. You want shooting fucking movies? Love shooting movies. I don't care. Don't bother me none. Surpassing that milestone would be noteworthy in normal times, but it's particularly impressive given the constraints of the marketplace still much impacted by the you-know-what related news and concerns, says Paul Paul, a senior for media analyst with ComScore. For better or worse, Spider-Man landed on the big screen in the nick of time. Film's remarkable box office revenues coincide with the rapid spread of the Omicron, which is already leading restaurant and concert and live theater closures in New York City. That's right, you had to cancel the net game. Yesterday, Saturday Night Live scrapped its last show of the year and sent its audience home and musical guests, citing an abundance of caution. If cases continue to surge, it could make some audience members apprehensive about going to the movies. So far, any fears developing variants haven't made a dent to Spider-Man No Way Home. Less movie-going confidence takes a sudden nosedive. The box office analysts expect spectacularly reviewed Holland-led film to play in theaters well into the new year. Box office experts believe there's only one reason Spider-Man No Way Home is turbocharging box office: superhero sell. But I thought we were all tired of them. I thought everybody was tired of them. Guess not. In other words, comic book adventure performance doesn't reverse fortunes for the beleaguered movie theater industry. Rather, the industry insiders believe it punctuates the reality that multiplexes have been and will continue to be more reliant than ever on big-budget spectacles, particularly in the superhero variety. Still, as many note, it's exciting for any film to reach such rarefied heights. Yada, yada. Okay. Listen, all right, so Spider-Man scoring big. No surprise there. Is there anything else playing that's really worth watching? Not really. I do want to see Kingsman. The Kingsman prequel. I just watched the Kingsman actually a couple weeks ago. Like maybe was it last week I watched the Kingsman? I said, how did I not watch this before? It's kick-ass there. Who knew Colin Firth was an action hero? Kingsman. There's more James Bond than James Bond. I mean, the kid played Eggsy. I didn't really like him, but he kind of grew on me. What was that? What'd you say? Yeah, exactly. So Kingsman, yeah. So the other thing is, take a look at the Rotten Tomato score for. Now, listen, Rotten Tomatoes is just an aggregator. I really don't like going to it, but at the same time, it's really all we've got to gauge screen people reacting to movies. I mean, really, it's getting universal praise. Now, my take on it is, listen, I liked it. It does have some problems. First of all, it's too long. It is much too long. It's at 2.5 hours. It dragged. The first act, the first maybe 45 minutes, kind of slow. And I liked the Peter Parker and Doctor Strange stuff. Okay, I liked seeing Peter Parker and Doctor Strange together because they're got good chemistry. Benedict Cumberbatch and Tom Holland, they got good chemistry together. They work well together as a team. But at the end towards the middle of the movie, somewhere around the second act, Doctor Strange disappears. And I told you, I warned you, this is going to be spoilers. Doctor Strange disappears, and it sort of becomes a different movie completely. Now, I would have much liked to see Doctor Strange throughout the whole thing. That's what I thought we were going to get. And, Doctor Strange and the other guys show up, and hey, who are these guys? Well, I thought we were going to get more Doctor Strange. Apparently not. But the other thing is, like I said, it drags. Not only does it drag, parts of it seem a little contrived. But the pacing of this movie is actually the biggest problem. It's the pacing of it. It doesn't need to be 2.5 hours long. It doesn't need to be that long. And I like the explanation about how all the others, and listen, we're getting into spoiler territory. I like the idea that the other Spider-Man movies take place in the multiverse, okay? And they bring him in, and it's everything. And Tobey Maguire still actually is good Spider-Man. Good Peter Parker, good Spider-Man. And I liked Andrew Garfield in this. I thought he was a poofy-haired idiot. But now it's okay. He's all right. Don't ever say to me that Amazing Spider-Man is a good movie, though. It's idiotic. In the second movie, oh, dear God. Alex Kurtzman and his magic blood. Alex Kurtzman wrote Amazing Spider-Man 2. The only guy who couldn't make money writing a Spider-Man movie. Spider-Man, the most profitable character in comic books. In entertainment. Am I looking? Yeah, and this movie sets up a lot of Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness. And if you stay through the end credits, you actually get to see a trailer for that. And now, am I looking forward to Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness? Maybe. And I'll say why. Because Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, I do not want that to turn into a Scarlet Witch movie and where he just sits around and she does everything. Because girl power. Because that's my biggest fear. And it's going to set, and America Chavez, and thanks to Jeff, America Chavez is going to be it. Jeff showed the figure for America Chavez. I'm like, oh, dear God. Why are you, listen, we all know they want to get away from these characters because they don't want to pay Joe Simon, Steve Ditko, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby the royalties they're owed. Just come out and admit it. Hey, we don't want to pay. So we're going to go with these other characters that are kind of like the originals, but not really. Just to come out and admit it. Do us all a favor. America Chavez. We got America Chavez, character that's like Captain America, but she's LGBTQ XYZ, elemental P XYZ, EIEIO. She jumped in front of Steve Rogers to punch out Hitler. I'm not kidding. She jumped in front of Steve Rogers, stole his victory, stole his valor, went back in time and jumped. Really, come on. Are we going to see that? I guarantee you, we're going to see that moment in this movie. We're going to see America Chavez jump in front of Steve Rogers to punch Hitler, or she's going to do something like it. She's going to do something like it. Because they can't help themselves at this point. Oh, well, this was one thing that happened in the multiverse. I'm like, bullshit. I call bullshit on that. I call bullshit. Why did they make me hate this stuff? Really, why did they make me hate this stuff? Shadzar, why do streams always start when I'm cooking? Well, because of food. Speaking of food, let's take a little break here. Okay, let's take a little break here. Let's start something. Now, I picked up something at a store called Rocket Fizz. Now, for those who are unfamiliar, Rocket Fizz is a specialty candy store. So we're gonna try something I got from Rocket Fizz. We gotta try these. Popparin dots. They are supposed to be mango. Let's crack these suckers open. Like my teeth need the extra sugar. Why could Disney could have given us Captain America and Indiana Jones versus Nazis? They didn't, but they didn't. They dropped that ball. Oh, consider that ball dropped. Yeah. Speaking of drop balls, we'll be doing scores later. Okay, now look, that's what it looks like. A little orange marble. Tamarind, okay. Okay. Hey. Oh. Okay, now. Read the ingredients. I can read them. I need more light here. I gotta get a magnifying glass or something. Let me get my phone to read this. Writing's too small. I need glasses. Get the camera out. There's a little spiciness to this. Rob tries food. For his camera. No, I don't want that. So the ingredients are I still can't read these things. It's made in Mexico. Ingredients: sugar, tamarino pulp, filling, corn syrup, inverted sugar, tamarino pulp, citric acid, subtitol. Use food mode. My camera has a food mode. Swear to God. Drag to move the area into focus. A lot of good that did. Here we go. Salt, natural flavors, capsium, oleoresin, modified cornstarch, corn syrup, ground guajillo chili, citric acid, artificial flavors, artificial colors, yellow number 5, yellow 6, blue 1, red 40, and titanium dioxide, Caranuba wax. It goes on Azucar pulpa. Okay, they're in Spanish now. Okay, so that's what's in them. Not digging them. Not digging them. Let me try another one, but I'm not digging them. Okay. Yeah, not digging them. Not digging them. So that's not a buy for me. Okay. Okay, let's check back in. We're gonna check back in with the Yule log. Because hey, we need traditions around here, okay? We definitely need some traditions. There it is. Yule log still burning. Still keeping us warm, still keeping us company. You can just feel the warmth, can't you? So imagine that goes on for 3 hours, people. I'm not joking around. That goes on they broadcast that for 3 hours on Christmas Eve. Okay, so let's take a look at some more news here. So there's also more James Bond stuff. I mean, there's always James Bond stuff in the news. I mean, there's been a plethora of art. There's been a plethora of James Bond news, but actually, this is now Matthew. We talked about the Kingsman just a second ago here. Matthew Vaughn has said that James Bond producers won't touch him. And you'd wonder why. When looking at Matthew Vaughn's career as a filmmaker, the entire picture is one thing's clear. He loves James Bond. Shades of the series can be seen throughout his movies, including debut feature Layer Cake, but especially 2011's X-Men First Class, and naturally his Kingsman film series, not to mention his upcoming spy movie, Argylle. Speaking at a roundtable press event for the Kingsman, his upcoming prequel to the original two films, Vaughn revealed that even though he loves James Bond and considers it a huge source of inspiration, he doesn't think the team behind James Bond will ever let him play in the sandbox. But he knows who he cast if he did. I don't think the Bond people would touch me with a stick. I don't think. They don't like me. I don't know. You know, to be blunt, love Bond. It's obviously a huge influence on me. You wait till you see Argylle. But Henry Cavill, that man was born to play Bond. When you see him, damn it, why can't I word? When you see how he is in this film, I was just like, wow, this guy is everything you'd imagine Bond to have been or be. By this film, Vaughn means Argylle, which is now filming and features a huge ensemble cast that includes Sam Rockwell, Bryce Dallas Howard, Bryan Cranston, Catherine O'Hara, John Cena, and Samuel L. Jackson. To his credit, Cavill agrees with Vaughn and would be interested in playing Bond if the opportunity came up. Speaking last year in an interview with British GQ, Cavill said, if Barbara Broccoli and producer Michael G. Wilson, co-producer, were interested in that, I would absolutely jump at the opportunity. At this stage, it's all up in the air. We'll see what happens, but yes, I would love to play Bond. It would be very, very exciting. Cavill did previously audition for the part when Casino Royale came along, retelling the story later about how he ruined his audition. Well, he was too young. Yeah, that's right. He would make it. You know, they're afraid of doing anything that resembles classic Bond. Oh, Holden Girl. Yeah, the rating for Spider-Man. I'm going to be doing a regular review at some point, but the rating for Spider, I would give it 3.5 Chewbacca's. I'm not sure how it's going to hold up over time. That's the big problem. It's a decent movie, but I really feel it's going to become dated rather quickly. And Bond and these movies should have a Spider-Man and Bond. Both this kind of movie should have a sort of a timelessness to them. I could have shoot Chewbacca in half. Yeah, how dare me? Yeah, I can hear her uterus exploding from here. 3.5 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5. Technically, there is a 6th Chewbacca for movies that are so awesome that 5 cannot contain them. Make it 3 Chewbaccas and an Ewok. Well, for movies that are a complete waste of time, we give it a Jar Jar. You don't want to get 2 Jar Jars, or otherwise the universe would end. Yeah, TNN DLL. Yeah, there's I mean, it's like I said, it's a good movie, but it's not great. It's just it's hard to put into words. Like I said, it really needed some tightening up. It really did. And it felt like 2 different scripts at some points. It felt like 2 different scripts. And listen, I don't like Zendaya or Zendaya Coleman. I really don't. I do not like her. I don't know what it is. She looks like a little kid still. I know, Zendaya. They wanted to build her up to be a big star. Zendaya. Don't like her. Do not like her. Doesn't do anything for me. And the other thing about this, I mean, the other thing about, like I said, I was under the impression that this was supposed to be a movie with Dr. Fucking A. I just dropped all this shit here on my. Just dropped a bunch of shit here. Son of a bitch. This is live, people. We're doing it live. So I gotta pick those up after. But I was under the impression that there was gonna be Spider-Man and Doctor Strange to, the 2 of them hopping around the multiverse. And the 2 of them just, trying to fix everything. No, it was, it was just them. It was trying to find a reason to justify bringing the other Spider-Man into these movies. Which, don't get me wrong, it's a novel idea. Just that I think the problem is, like I said, they had this idea. Oh well, we're going to explain how Spider-Man look different. And they, like I said, it's an interesting idea, but I would much rather see a movie about them, like I said, Doctor Strange and Spider-Man hopping around the multiverse. And not only about the multiverse, but what about people that, like I said, I mean, oh well, it's bringing in people, everyone who knows Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Oh, what about Harry Osborn? What about Aunt May, the other Aunt May? Well, there's other people that know. What about Gwen Stacy? So it's only bringing the bad guys through the portal. Really, I mean, there's more people that know Peter Parker Spider-Man than just the bad guys. Yeah, TNN, I thought that was actually a good scene. Yeah, under the same circumstance, he saved MJ. So he gets his redemption. James Franco's damaged goods now. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, they had an idea for Agent May Parker. Ugh. Well, they're trying. Well, she's a diverse actress. She's young. They can get a ton of movies out of her. That's the appeal. That's her appeal. She's I think she was a former Disney actress, former Mickey Mouse Club actress, whatever it was. What about giving bad movies Ryan Johnson's? That's a good possibility. Like I said, Kirsten Dunst, whatever problems people have with Kirsten Dunst, she was good as Mary Jane Watson, rather. Mary Jane Parker Watson. The other part of the problem is, like I said, the other part of this is, again, like I said, and I just hate to think now people are going to start saying, "Oh, can we get Amazing Spider-Man 3? What about Spider-Man 4?" Do you really want to see a 45-year-old, Tobey Maguire, 50-year-old Tobey Maguire swinging around in the costume? I mean, yeah, seeing it once in this context isn't bad. How old is Tobey Maguire? Let me see. Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire he's 46. Yeah, 40. Yeah. The other thing too, like I said, the other thing is about that is, like I said, do you want to see Tobey Maguire now in a movie? Seeing him in this context is fine once, but I don't want to see another movie with Tobey Maguire. I'd rather have him in that just remember him in Spider-Man 2. I don't like Spider-Man 3. Okay, see you later. I'd rather have that memory of him in Spider-Man 2 than seeing him suit up again now. Andrew Garfield must have jumped at the chance. Oh my God. And don't say a word. Kid, don't say a word. Total news blackout. And the people that are going to be on Twitter saying, "Oh, it's Amazing Spider-Man 3." Like I said, the Amazing Spider-Man 3 is supposed to set up a Sinister Six movie. Like we were saying back in a couple years ago for that other channel, they were setting up Sinister Six. Those plans are still tucked away somewhere at Sony. You got to be damn well sure that they're willing to pull them out of mothball even now. They were going to pull them out of mothball. I warned everybody when Into the Spider-Verse was a hit. So guys, you just don't understand. They want to prove that they can make movies without the Marvel branding. They want to prove it, and they did. Oh, Venom, no, but you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about, man. They're not going to. Yeah, they will. They will, and they will. They will. But now the thing is, they have more justification. Now they're blurring the lines even more so because of the multiverse. But at the same time, this gives Marvel a leg up on them because you can plop Venom down into a Spider-Man movie, but with the Marvel branding, but you're not going to be able to do anything with Doctor Strange, with the Fantastic Four, or anything like that. Now, Johnny Storm and Peter Parker were best friends in the comics. Now, how cool would that be to have Johnny Storm show up in a Spider-Man movie, or to have Spider-Man show up in a Fantastic Four movie? Oh yeah. I need help from that scientist. Yeah, go see the scientist. What's his name? The down in Manhattan, the Baxter Building. Read something or other. See, it's that kind of cross. See, here's the thing. It's that kind of cross-pollination that Marvel gives you when it comes to these movies. In that you can see the X-Men show up in a Spider-Man comic. You can see the Fantastic Four show up in an X-Men comic. You can see, yes, you can see like Deadpool show up anywhere. You know, you could Captain America. Hey, what's going on? Like I said, freaking Daredevil shows up as Tom Holland's lawyer, as Peter Parker's lawyer. Matt Murdock. Like I said, that cross-pollination with the Sony characters, Sony Spider-Man characters, you don't get those just with those characters alone. Michael Morbius? Who gives a shit about Michael Morbius? Everybody talks about this Miles Morales, and I ask, who the fuck is Miles Morales supposed to be? Miles Morales is supposed to be the 25% different Spider-Man that they were banking on at some point replacing Peter Parker. That's what it really was. They wanted to replace Peter Parker with Miles Morales. Oh, Miles Morales, oh, Miles Morales, oh, Miles Morales is so popular. Oh, I love Miles Morales. Oh, I guarantee you that people would say, that if Miles Morales takes off the mask, Spider-Man takes off the mask, spins a weapon, so who the fuck is Miles Morales? The Into the Spider-Verse was also Into the Spider-Verse won the Academy Award, man. It proves Miles Morales is popular. It's also the lowest grossing Spider-Man movie ever. And but the other thing too is, here's the other thing too. I mean, I just found this. And I knew this story was somewhere. Oh, Miles Morales is so popular. He's so popular, really? He's popular. Really? Marvel canceled Spider-Man and Ms. Marvel series. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're so popular. This is from last October. In the Marvel Universe, iconic characters Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and Ms. Marvel is beloved by almost every Marvel fan. That is bullshit, and you know it. That is complete and utter bullshit. While his character is expected to join Marvel Cinematic Universe soon as the new Avengers, Marvel just cut short their adventures of superheroes in the comics. While the MCU consists of Marvel characters, Earth's mightiest heroes like Star-Lord, Peter Quill, Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr., Captain America, Chris Evans, Thor, Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, Winter Soldier, Sebastian Stan, Captain Marvel, Brie Whaminator Larson. Marvel Films, Avengers, yeah. New characters like Miles Morales, yeah. Previously noted. In the meantime, fans were able to enjoy these characters Marvel Comics The Champions. Now, however, Marvel's The Champions ongoing series features young heroes coming to an end with its final issue, Champions 10. According to Games Radar, Marvel's Champions ongoing comic book series ends on October 6th with Champions 10. This news confirms Marvel Comics means the conclusion of the 5th volume Marvel's team, which it has been dubbed the next generation superheroes. God, look at these douchebags. According to familiar sources, the situation Champions was the planned ending of the series until the current creative team were hired in 2020. Bullshit. Champions ran 4 volumes, with the final issue ending the 4-year run penned by Marvel's Danny Lore and Luciano Vecchio. The series expanded characters like Viv, Vision's daughter. God. Like, they're just knockoffs. They're just knockoff characters. Knockoff characters. Nova, Sam Alexander. Riri Williams, Ironheart. Yeah. Most notable character champions undoubtedly Ms. Marvel, is receiving her own limited series coming to Disney Plus 2022. Miles Morales, notable character Marvel is speculated at MCU alongside Peter Parker, Spider-Man, soon to multiverse. During Sony's Miles Morales' character's superhuman strength, pivotal, yada 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 yada. Nobody cares. But like you said, if these are characters so popular, why do they keep getting their series canceled? All hail Fist McGee. Yeah. People are excited. Just, Spider-Man, Miles Morales. They just like the idea. They just want to prove how open-minded they are. Oh, I like Miles Morales Spider-Man better. Yeah. Oh, we've had so many Peter Parkers. It's time for a change. There's a reason why Peter Parker's lasted 50 years. And there's a reason why he gets his series canceled. Think about it. Really think about it. If these characters are great, but like I said, these are knockoff characters. These are bad. These are dollar store imitations. Sam Alexander Nova. Yes, Super Rich, all of them. These are the Chinese knockoff characters you get. All of them. All of them suck. All of them. Luke Cage starring John Cena. Yeah, they're all discount, dollar store discount. Like I said, they cannot. It's the even Ethan Van Sciver said it. He goes, these are the 20. They make enough changes so that they can use the name but not have to pay royalties. And it's really it just speaks to the lack of creativity. It just speaks to that the company is just trying to nickel and dime their way out of paying people what they deserve, what they have coming to them. Yeah, Patel Pilecki. Yeah. Oh, all right. Stop screen sharing that. So anyway, so we're coming up on 53 minutes. So this is time of the show where we're probably I'm gonna take a look at the NFL score since it's the least popular part of the show. Take a look at NFL Week 15. As I said, least popular, so we're trying to keep it to the end. Yeah, like Rotex watches. Chiefs over the Chargers. That was a Thursday night game. Patriots losing to the Colts on the Saturday game. They had to play a couple of Saturday games. Titans losing to the Steelers. The Bills over the Panthers. Texans over the Jaguars. The Giants losing badly to my Giants losing badly to the Dallas Cowboys. Couldn't even score a touchdown. What's wrong with you guys? Can't believe it. This team really fucked. This team really sucks. Okay. Is it okay if we do a chat poll later? Andrew Garfield saving MJ. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that. Cardinals losing badly to the Lions. The Dolphins over the Jets. Bengals over the Broncos in the fourth quarter, 3:28 left to go. Falcons losing to the 49ers. Packers up over the Ravens in the fourth quarter with 9:34 to go. Buccaneers take on the Saints later tonight. And the Browns and Baker Mayfield take on the Raiders tomorrow at 3. Tomorrow at 3. Oh, wow. Why are they playing 3 now? Oh, wait, 6 because there's 2 because it's a regional game. There's more games. Vikings take on the Bears tomorrow on your regular Monday night game. The Eagles take on the Washington People Collectively Engaging in Football Activities team on Tuesday, and the Seahawks take on the Rams on Tuesday. So we're getting to the end of the schedule. We're getting to a point where there's no college football, and they want to schedule. Okay, yeah, we'll do it. Are the two next? As far as I know, there's not. Speaking of the cultural Marxists, there are the cultural Marxists. Cultural Marxism. Well, who knows? Yeah, the emus are definitely behind it. The emus are definitely behind it. We're still working on that. So this is a time of the show that I like to do a little palate cleanser, as we can all see. Now, I love animals. I love animals. Animals are to me they're closer to God, because they're pure, they're innocent. And so we have a couple animal stories. It's sort of as a palate cleanser because so many bad things happen. Yeah, I understand. Send me that story. I'd like to see that story. But like I said, we have a I like to do a palate cleanser. And it is the holiday season, Christmas season. So this story actually stood out. This is not a gimmick. Album of endangered bird song flies up the charts in Australia. The songs of these birds literally are disappearing, says the album's producer. From the treetops to the top of the pop charts, soaring past big names like Taylor Swift, Michael Bublé, an album featuring 53 of Australia's most endangered birds has flown to number 3 on the Australian Recording Industry Association album chart since release on December 3rd. Songs of Disappearance, featuring, among others, the Indian Ocean red-tailed tropic bird, in the eastern gray plover, was beaten only by British superstars Adele and Ed Sheeran. 54-track album was created to coincide with the release of a book, The Action Plan for Australian Birds, by Charles Darwin University, CDU, and BirdLife Australia. The album is a good way to get people to appreciate that this is what we're likely to lose unless we do something about it. The book's editor, Stephen Garnett, Garnett, professor at CDU and environmentalist scientist, told NBC News Friday, "It really touches the hearts of people. The album was produced by CDU doctoral candidate Anthony Albrecht, who said the tracks feature some of the most rarely heard sounds in Australian nature. These were recorded by nature enthusiast David Stewart, who would sometimes spend hours waiting for a second-long soundbite," he added. The team was hoping it might make it into the top 100 albums, so it had surpassed everyone's expectations, he said. "It really does demonstrate strong support for these issues," he added. "It shows that this is not a joke. It's not a gimmick. It's very serious. The songs of these birds are literally disappearing," Albrecht said. The title track, arranged by Simone Slattery, an Australian violinist, uses all 53 species, including the songs of extremely rare swift parrot, orange-bellied parrot, and some vulnerable migratory shorebirds, such as the far eastern curlew and the bar-tailed godwit. The night parrot is a special call because it has been recorded so rarely. Few people would have heard any of these bird calls, Slattery said in a CDU news release. Albrecht said he had hoped that other artists would follow their lead, telling stories that connect people to nature. If people are emotionally connected to the environment and the issues that are impacting it, they will be more likely to take action, he said. This project is all about the birds. They are the artists and the musicians. The number of threatened bird species has risen from 216 from two. Why? Whoa! Oh my God! Look at that! Look at that! Two from two has risen to 216 from 195 in just 10 years. Garnett said, adding that wildfires both in 2019 and 2020 severely affected the species. Global warming has also pushed away those that needed cooler weather to survive. I find that deeply concerning, Albrecht said. It's absolutely vital that we collectively take responsibility for conserving the birds. Proceeds from the sale of the album will be donated to BirdLife Australia, one of the country's biggest bird conservation organizations. Apparently, bird is the word. The orange cat is doing well. He's being a blob, and he wakes me up every morning. He woke me up at 5:30 this morning. He's a big orange blob, but he's happy. He plays. He's happy. He's happy now. So that's one news story where we hope that serves as a palate cleanser. But this is another one. Now I've seen other stories like this. You should do another, Rob. You should see another Australian bipedal bird called the cassowary. That bird attacks. Oh, cassowary. Okay, cassowary. I'm gonna have to make a note of that. The cassowary. Cassowary. Cassowary attacks. Oh my God! Attack! Cassowary attack! Attacks man. Cassowary kill. First thing I come is Google cassowary kills man. Oh my God! This is from a story from a year ago. Oh my God! The flightless birds are they're getting more aggressive. People. Cassowary, a rare emu-like bird, attacks and kills Florida man. Officials say. Oh my God! This is horrendous. How do you? That's dangerous down there. Cassowary, a giant bird with long claws on each foot, killed its owner after it fell in the backyard of his Gainesville, Florida home, officials said. The bird's owner, Marvin House, who was 75 according to CNN affiliate WCJB, made the initial call to 911 Friday at about 10 a.m. Eastern Time. The second call came from another person at the scene who reported a medical emergency involving a large bird. Lieutenant Joshua Cruz of the Alachua County Sheriff's Office, Hajos was transported to a nearby hospital where he died, the lieutenant said. The cassowary remains on Hajos' property as authorities conduct an investigation into the attack, he said. The owner was a breeder of the rare bird that is native to Australia and New Guinea, Alachua County Deputy Fire Chief said. The death was an accident, officials said. It appears the man fell and the cassowary attacked him after the fall, Taylor said. Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission considers cassowaries Class 2 wildlife, meaning they pose a danger to humans and are subject to specific cage requirements. Owners must also have substantial experience with animals, the commission says. Class 2 is the same category as alligators, honey badgers, and clouded leopards, while Class 1 include more traditional predators such as lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. You need to put them on the list. Oh my God, yeah. Great Emu War 2, American Boogaloo. The cassowary is a large flightless bird closely related to an emu, according to San Diego Zoo. It can run at 31 miles per hour through dense underbrush, jump almost 7 feet into the air, and a skilled swimmer. It can deftly fend off threats, the zoo says. They can grow to more 5 feet tall, and the heaviest females can weigh more than 160 pounds, the zoo says. Males weigh up to 120 pounds. The cassowary is rightfully considered the most dangerous bird in the world. The zoo said each three-toed foot has a dagger-like claw in the inner toe that is up to 4 inches, 10 centimeters long. The cassowary can slice open any predator or potential threat with a single swift kick. Oh, you don't want... Oh, there's video. There's video? Is it... Australian birds called cassowaries. A Florida breeder of giant Australian birds called cassowaries was killed by one of... Oh, my God. Authorities say this rare flightless bird attacked 75-year-old Marvin Ahos after he fell on Friday morning. Oh, man. Oh, man. Cassowaries can weigh up to 160 pounds. They have razor-sharp talons up to 4 inches long. They're very aggressive animals. Ahos first made... There he is. There he is. Oh, there's the culprit. A sinister-looking thing. I'm telling you, you don't trust him. You don't trust him. Transported to a nearby hospital where he passed away. The cassowary now remains on his property while authorities are investigating. Oh, look at those feathery bastards. I'm telling you, there's no stopping them, is there? No stopping them. Absolutely. They're about 5 feet tall. Okay, so breaking news this morning, Senator Joe Manchin. So the cassowary, yeah. Just said he is a no. Oh, for God's sake. They oh man. That is harrowing. Horrifying. But let's take a look at something a little bit more heartwarming. As we know, it's the holiday season, and families are being reunited with each other. And one family has been reunited. This man has actually been reunited with his lioness. Lioness becomes an unlikely TikTok star as a video of her hugging keeper goes viral. Surga is amazingly gentle for a very large cat. Valentine Gruner said, caretaker and co-founder of the Modisa Wildlife Project, Sister Botswana, told NBC News. They say dog is a man's best friend. Surga the lioness might disagree. A compilation video of the massive creature leaping and hugging her caretaker, Valentine Gruner, has gone viral on TikTok, amassing almost 195,000 likes on the short-form video app. Gruner, the co-founder of the Modisa Wildlife Project in central Botswana, said found Surga when she was just a few days old. He told NBC News on Thursday, via videotape messaging app. Surga's parents have been captured because they were preying on livestock, and their cubs were born in the rehabilitation camp where they were being kept. With their mother unable to move her cubs away from the pride, as she would in nature, Surga's siblings appeared to have been killed in the camp by other lions, Gruner said. Aww. Surga survived, he said, but her mother refused to feed her. He added that he named her Surga, who turns 10 next year, after the star of L'Enfant Léon, 1993 film from France and Burkina Faso. She lives in a fenced reserve of her own, adjacent to his home, he said. Surga is amazingly gentle for a very large cat. When I go to see her, she always hugs me, like in that video. I think overall, she's got a very friendly and gentle personality for a lion. After the video was posted on TikTok, the reaction from users was largely positive. I want a lion so bad. No, we don't want to encourage people to get lions. We do not want to encourage people to get lions. But what do we know? Yes, Jurassic Park Emu Massacre. Yes, it's actually very nice. I'm so envious. Thank you for all the glimpses of what it would be like to work in a reserve. Gruner, instead of Seeger's most social media popularity, had helped him to shed light on his work in wildlife conservation as a whole. We do a lot of Q&A videos and let people comment to answer questions they might have about this life. He said, Surga, in some ways, is a bit of an ambassador for nature, conservation, or the wild lions that are really out there. Despite their strength, lions are not dangerous. if one knows how to behave around them. A lion is not like a machine that wants to kill anyone. They're quite predictable and actually fairly harmless to us. So.
Oh, I hope I don't fall.
Oh, there's music. So look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, happy line. Oh my goodness. Imagine having being greeted like that. It's like Dino jumping in Fred's arms when he gets home from work. No, Dino, no. Oh, the big kitty. Who's a big kitty? Oh, so that's nice. Yeah, so that's nice. Said, who's a big kitty? Oh, so okay, so that's nice. So that's a nice little story. It's sort of a palate cleanser. Yeah, Mrs. Robinson wasn't dangerous either if you knew how to behave around her. Oh, well, Mrs. Robinson is kind of, So, yeah, just keep away from Carol Baskins. Yeah. So, okay, everyone. Let's check in on the Yule log once again. I said we need some traditions around here. So, like I said, they have this for 3 hours on Christmas Eve and 4 hours on Christmas Day. I wonder if the fat orange cat will do that to you when he gets big enough. That's as big as he's getting. Everyone, Lisa, I don't know. Next week is Christmas Day. N.A.P.S is probably going to be taking the day off. I'm not sure, but we'll keep you posted on when the next show is. Everybody, if we don't do another live stream before then, please have a happy, safe, and healthy Christmas or whatever you're celebrating. If you don't celebrate Christmas, just have a wonderful day. Be good to each other. Be good to yourselves. Just take care of yourselves, each other. Enjoy it with people you love and spend it with time and family. It's a special time of year. We know things are tough out there, but we'll get through this. We'll all get through this, and we'll come out better on the other side. Everyone, go enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And if you have the week off, enjoy the week. Spend it with however you like, and we will catch you next time.